Da-da-da. Headphone highlight. I keep wanting to say review. It's not really a review. Headphone highlight. So, some of you, Ryan, I'm looking at you, would recognize these. These are the Philips. Yes, Philips, like the old electronic brand. Believe it or not, they make headphones. These are the Philips SHP9500s. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen those in my life. Yeah, I'm sure you haven't. They are another dynamic headphone, dynamic driver, and pretty big driver. I believe they're 50 millimeters. They are built pretty damn well. This is a hard plastic that is pretty good quality. Metal brackets. The cup is, and where the driver sits, is all hard plastic, but it's very high quality plastic. It's good. Let me bring this up so you can actually get a look at them. I always forget to do that first. And there you go. Philips 50mm vented neodymium drivers. There's your right side, and there's your left side. L&R, easy to read, easy to identify. They have a nice oval-shaped ear cup that is enormous, huge ear cup. Look at that. It is 4 knuckles or more. It's like a straight 4 knuckles for me, and I have a little bit larger hands, but huge ear cup, which is great because this is an over-ear headphone, and as we discussed before, over-ear headphones need to go over your ear, not on your ear. These absolutely go over your ear and cover pretty much the entire side of your freaking face. These pads are huge, humongous. Are those the Sony ones? No, these are Philips. The Sony ones. The Sony ones. Do I have Sony headphones? Oh, you meant Philips. Okay. Yeah, these are the Philips. Yeah, they're the SHP9500s. They're more commonly known as the SHP 9500s. And built pretty well. Again, this is all plastic housing. It's really high quality plastic. The cups do pivot, which is nice. And there's a little bit of a suspension to make the cup kind of tilt up and down there as well. So good range of motion here. The headband is, you have your hard plastic headband here, but what this comes with is, I loosely would describe this as a head strap, because it's a relatively thick, I think it's like a strip of plastic right here that is covered in foam and then wrapped with a nice soft fabric. It is very, very soft, very pleasing, and it's soft all the way around with no hot spots. So no point of the headband is really kind of putting more pressure on you than anywhere else. So you're not the headphone master like I am. You're the headphone queen for sure. I guarantee you know a lot more headphones than you probably wish you did because of all this, and I'm sorry. As you would probably guess, these are incredibly comfortable. Remarkable. One of the most comfortable pair of headphones I have ever tried. They are immaculately comfortable. Asterisks. There's an asterisk to that we'll get to. But super duper comfortable, and even though they're very large, they weigh very little. So we're talking all around comfort. There's no, when you put these on, I already feel like I don't have anything on my head. just like that. All right, Ryan already spoiled it, but yes, the asterisk for this comfort is what we talked about with the Sennheisers in particular. I talked about how those have a lot of clamp force, which keeps them on your head, but can be a little, it can cause some hot spots and be a little uncomfortable after a while. These have the opposite problem. There is pretty much no clamp force on these. I mean, they're very, very loose. That means they are very, very comfortable. However, they are loosely fitted on your head, so they do have a tendency to kind of wobble around, and they could fall off your head. It helps if you have a hat, but yeah, if you're just wearing these, because they're so loose, they do have a tendency to fall off your head. So there's your asterisk. Very, very comfortable, with the caveat that they're very loose. But otherwise, they're great. They're quality comfort. Really, really good. They weigh practically nothing. I don't feel... I never have ever felt tired by wearing these. I've never felt like fatigued. That's the word I'm looking for. I've never felt fatigued by these, ever. You can wear them forever. You can just wear them constantly. They're incredibly easy to drive. You can play these on your phone, play these on your computer, whatever. They have a low impedance. They're easy to drive. But they can benefit from an amplifier. Totally not necessary at all. You can get a lot of enjoyment out of these, full enjoyment out of these, I would say, from any device. But you have an amplifier to really kind of crank it up there, even better. They are open, totally open. These are super duper open. I can hear everything. Okay, so that I guess I haven't really talked too much about open and close. It's kind of self-explanatory. A headphone that is open back means that there's a openness to the ear cup so that I can hear sound around me. A closed back headphone has solid closed ear cups that are not noise canceling. That's a technology. Okay, we're not talking about a technology, we're talking about the hardware. Just hardware, passive hardware. So when a cup is closed, it doesn't cancel noise, but it does passively reduce noise. So it muffles noise, okay? So these are very, very open, super duper open. I can hear everything. And that has, benefits and caveats. The downside, of course, is, I have a fan blowing back here. I can hear my fan clear as day while I'm wearing these. So if I'm like trying to listen to music and I'm trying to get really into it, or if I'm playing a game and I'm trying to be very competitive with it, I have to deal with the sound of a fan, and that can be kind of, do I want to make that compromise? But the benefit of open is one, you can hear when someone's trying to shout at you to get your attention. They don't surprise you, walk up and scare you. But also, open headphones generally offer more freedom of sound. So a lot of open headphones have a lot of what is called Soundstage. Soundstage is, if you think of, I'm sure you've had this experience of having a headphone where you put it on your head, and it feels like it's just like cramming noise into your head. Like it's just like right here, the drums and the music is just right here. It just feels like it's right here on the side of your head, like beaming right into your brain. What these do, what a more open headphone generally does, is offer a soundstage, which instead of having the music here, it feels like it's more like here. You got some space between yourself and the sound and the music. And it's less of a like super intimate, super I don't want to say like super detailed, because you can get lots of detail from even a headphone with soundstage, but a very, very intimate experience becomes more of a very almost theatrical experience, like you're in a chamber. Rather than hearing it right in your ears, you hear it around you. It's I like Soundstage. I like to have Soundstage in my headphones because I like to have that roundness, that like feel like I'm engulfed in the music rather than it just being crammed into my ears. So these have a lot of Soundstage, which is great for me. Let's see, what else? It feels more like an experience. Yeah, it feels like you're at a concert hall, you know? Instead of it feeling like you're putting like earbuds in and just hearing it right in your ear, it feels like you're at a live concert where it feels like it's around you. Now, understand, just because a headphone is open does not necessarily mean that it's going to have a bunch of soundstage. It's a very general thing. In general, open headphones offer more open soundstage. And actually, a lot of the higher-end headphones tend to be open because it lets the music breathe freely. It lets the audio breathe freely from the headphone. And a lot of people prefer that. Not that you can't get that kind of experience from a closed back. You certainly can. And I have some that I'll even show you and explain that I am getting that experience even with these big closed headphones. But in general, this is kind of the hi-fi beginner's guide of open experienced sound. Okay. Your Magic Hat beanie kind of has that. Magic Hat beanie? What do you mean? What is that? I've never heard of that. Magic Hat beanie. Is it like a beanie that has speakers in it? I think I've heard of something like that. It's really wild. It's a beanie with speakers on the sides. Cool. Yeah, I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does have pretty good soundstage because it's, you know, there's nothing really separating the driver other than the fabric of your beanie, right? So it's breathing through the beanie and coming out, and it's surrounding you. So yeah, it's a. I'll just get right into the sound on these. These sound great. They sound wonderful. They're not analytical at all, but they're also not super crazy V-shaped, super fun like bass murderers like the 177X's are. These are just very pleasing, very pleasing. They're very warm. They got a fair amount of low end. Some people argue that they feel like there's not enough low end on these. I think there is plenty of low end. I have no complaints with low end on these. And lots of mid-range. You're gonna see I have a flavor here. I like mid-range. I really like mid-range. So a lot of my headphones have this, but this has a lot of mid-range. The high end it's there, but it doesn't hurt at all. There's no sibilance. Sibilance is like if you hear when you're listening to someone that has like a really bad quality microphone and they yell really loud, especially if they're making like an S sound, like a S, and it just makes this really sharp, awful, painful noise. That's called sibilance, where it's this really high pitch, sharp sound that is super unpleasant and hurts. Sibilance. You always want to avoid sibilance as much as you can. I don't experience any sibilance with these. Everything's kind of brought down a bit on the high end, so that's smooth like butter. It's very comfortable, very warm and relaxed. They sound great. They're super comfortable to listen to. And what's really great about these is they are super affordable. Okay, these MSRP for about like $120. Wait till they go on sale. They go on sale very frequently. I bought these for I think like $45. And they're killer. They're great. What was I saying? Oh, those Sennheisers before, the cream ones, the 589s. I said that they're a decent headphone, but that under that $100 range, there's lots of competition. This is one of them. I find these to be better than those Sennheiser 589s in most categories. They're way more comfortable. They're way easier to drive. They are offer more soundstage. They offer more of a comfortable, soothing, relaxed, just enjoyable sound. So these sound great. And I think they look pretty good. I know that it's maybe an acquired taste, but I think they look pretty good. And they're super affordable, man. $50. You can't go wrong. They're great. And I know we've been kind of going on a kick with the whole, cable situation on a lot of headphones I've been talking about recently. But now we get to kind of, I hope, close the book on that with this, because these have a detachable cable that is just a plain as Jane, regular, super accessible, you can get anywhere, 3.5mm audio input. Your basic, everyday audio cable. That's what you should strive for. Because you can get this anywhere. You can get any cable replacement for this. And not just cable replacements, but accessories to change this headphone. Check this out. Gosh, I'm making a mess. 1 second. 1 second. Should have prepped. Oh my god. All right. So check this out. You take what is a great headphone, all-around headphone, a budget headphone that offers great sound and great comfort, and because it has a very accessible universal audio input, you can turn this headphone into a gaming headset just like that. And this is a super easy, super affordable, and very good sounding headset system now. I got a great microphone. This is a v-mota microphone, and it's about $15. And now I got a gaming headset. And not, the problem that you get with gaming headsets is they don't sound very good. The majority of them sound pretty awful, honestly, because they're not tuned to be something meant for music. They're not tuned for something that's meant for an experience. They're just kind of like, well, a gaming headphone, all the money on a gaming headphone gets put into the design of the headphone. We got to be serious about this. All the money put into the build of a gaming headset goes into how it looks, how gamery it can look, and what kind of microphone technology they can swap in there. Can we make it retractable? Can we make it come up and down, whatever? Does it have lights on it? And if that's important to you, then cool. Gaming headsets are there for that. But if you just want to have a headphone, not a gaming headset, but a headphone that is purpose built to sound good, not just in music, but in games too. These are freaking great for gaming. Then don't bother with getting a gaming headset. Get yourself a good set of headphones, and then just buy a microphone to plug into it, and you're done. So these are my recommendation for anyone that's like, oh man, I really need a gaming headset. I say, no, don't get a gaming headset. Save your money, first of all, because gaming headsets are way too expensive. But save your money, get this, buy this $15 microphone, and you're good. You're good. That's all you need. So yeah, these are great. Great accessibility, great sounding, great price. What is that mic? It's a v-mota. I think it's just called the v-mota mic. Boom mic, maybe? v-mota boom mic. And then this here is just a v-mota cable. Just a cable by v-mota. They're really nice. They're just like a very light fabric weaved cable. I like these a lot. And I got this for these, well, not just for these, because again, it's just a standard audio cable, so I can use this audio cable with a lot of things, not just this headset. But these headphones, the cables that it comes with aren't great. Again, they're totally functional. If you don't really care, then you're gonna be fine. But that one cable I pulled out that was like super crazy long in a rat's nest, those are from this. So yeah, I just don't use that cable because I have other cables, because it's an easily accessible and replaceable audio interface or audio termination, whatever. You stepped on your mic. Yeah, you did. Well, no, you stepped on the mic for your Cool Master headset, right? You didn't step on your v-mota mic, did you? Or maybe you did. I don't remember. It's called sibilance because you have sibilance, and you say sibilance, you will know you have sibilance. Oh, because of the... Yeah, I mean... If I say it really, really loud, you'll know what I'm talking about. So, I mean, yeah, these are great. It wasn't the Cool Masters one. Oh, that's unfortunate. Highly recommend. Great, great, great. Would not recommend them at their MSRP price. I wouldn't pay more. I certainly would not pay more than $100 for these. I would comfortably pay about $75 for these. But I got mine like $50 on Newegg, but they're on sale all the time. So get these on sale, and if you need a headset, if you need to have a microphone so you can have a gaming headset, get these and get the v-mota Boom Pro mic, and you're done, man. Just do that. Way better experience than you're gonna get from some really expensive, gaudy gaming headset. Unless that's like the aesthetic that you need for your setup, like I need to have RGB headphones, then you know Godspeed. But if you want to have really good audio quality and a really good microphone, because when you buy a microphone that is independent of your headset, you know that it is a microphone that all the money went to making this a quality microphone that people are going to want, which is what v-mota did. It's a quality microphone. It sounds great. It's well built. These sound great. They're well built because that's where the money went. It does make sense. So yeah, Philips SHP9500s. Highly recommend. I love them, and I think you will too. All right, back to the game, everybody.